Hello and welcome to another episode of the Hobart Brickies Pregame Show. I'm Jordan Chantos.
And I'm Isaiah Gransberry.
Diving right into this week's show, we're going to talk a little bit about last week's game against Andrean and this coming up game against Kankakee Valley, the Kougars. What'd you think of last week?
Yeah, last week that was an excellent football game. Two great teams. I loved being on the sideline for that game. It was just amazing atmosphere. Both sides came out with positive energy. Hard-hitting football game, and
I agree. I took away from that as well. As you may remember from last week, I predicted the score would be 35-24. Hobart. Unfortunately, the score was flipped, and Andrean came out on top 35-24. Nonetheless, still
hard fought. Yeah. They deserved that win, and Hobart both teams were deserving of the win. Let's say that, and I think Hobart, they showed a lot of great things, but they showed a lot of room for growth. And same with Andrean. They both showed why they're great football teams and have potential to go far in the tournament.
Oh yeah, for sure. This week against KV, what do you see happening?
Oh, I see another hard-hitting football game. I mean, I'm sure you remember the rivalry against KV. It was not pretty, but I know Hobart's going to come out to play. They're going to play hard, and they're going to play strong, fast, and so is KV. I mean, KV, if I'm not mistaken, they still have Coach Broyles as their coach, who used to coach at Hobart, so that adds a little mix to the rivalry. And just the fact that it's KV, like, we love hard hitters, and a lot of the teams we play, they match the hitting energy of us. So
definitely excited to see this interconference rivalry matchup this week. I expect them to utilize Vote a little more than they did last week. I think that could have great upside to that. Turnovers, I know they've been working on that this week as well. So I think they should come out with a victory this week against KV. And I think it'll be a big victory.
I could agree with that.
Bobby Babcock was sidelined last week against Andrean for most of the second half. I think he was on the bicycle, correct?
Yeah, he was moving, and it's good to see that. Speculations have it that he will be in action tonight, so you could look for a big difference maker on the defensive line for Hobart.
And that's where Andrean scored most of their touchdowns was in the second half, correct?
Yeah,
so
definitely. So
I think he'll have a big turnout against KV this week and definitely help the team keep them out of the end zone. Also, turnovers was a big factor last week as well. What do you think they're going to do to take care of that?
I think the team that has the least amount of turnovers is going to win. I mean, that's just an obvious given, but it's something that has to be reiterated week in and week out. If you can hold on and protect the football, the pigskin, you're going to be in good shape.
That's what the football's made out of.
I thought it was made out of beef.
I don't know. Maybe I think it's made out of rubber or something.
Okay.
It used to be made out of pigskin though. Hence the word pigskin. But anyways.
So everybody needs to definitely tune into the game. We unfortunately will not be there, but we will be streaming it on Region Sports Network. And we'll share that link on our page this week.
I will definitely be watching that game because it's going to be a great game. I remember when we played there, we had some great games against KV. Just memorable.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think when we played KV, they were ranked in the state, and we were not ranked, but we actually had a decent record. But that might not be, that might be something to look into. I know KV, they're probably salty that Hobart's ranked number 6 in the state.
Yeah.
And they feel like they should have gotten more attention. But at the same time, you can argue they play smaller schools, and they are a smaller school. So we'll see how they react to that.
So Isaiah, let's hear your final score prediction for this week against KV.
I think it's going to be a defensive battle. Both teams hit hard. And this week is going to be an actual low-scoring game by the score of 17-14.
I agree. I think that it'll definitely be a low-scoring game. I think the score is going to be 21 to 21-17 Hobart. I give 21-17 Hobart.
17-14 Hobart, 21-17 Hobart. Well, that's all the time we have. Be sure to watch the game on the Region Sports Network link.
Also, come check back in with us on Monday night at 7 p.m. on the Golf Plus Sports Show to get updates from the whole past week all across sports and share your thoughts with us.
Definitely. See you guys soon.